Right. All right. That barking boy. Tell you what. I'm on TV. Yes, sir. All right. All right. I'll disable my for an hour. Boom. All right. Oh. This. All right. Got that. What's up, Roman? I'm here. Okay. Got. Oh. There we go. Yeah, I'm just sending out the link right now, guys. For whoever's here, welcome back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So sent that out there. And the last place to do it is right here. Done. Awesome. Steven, Terry, Marco, Alan, Donovan. Yes, guys, I'm so glad. I'm so happy to be back, guys. I'm so happy to be focused back in. really right here with it. Really, really good to see that. To see all you guys. Yesy, what is going on? How is it going? Oh my goodness. The place that there's no other place I'd rather be right now than literally right where I am and doing what we're about to do, guys. Alright, I'm just throwing all this up. Alright. Getting this all situated. How was everybody's weekend? What did you guys go through? Give it a little bit of time right now. Yeah, it's 11:07, so we're good right now. We're going to have a couple more minutes. Okay. Alright, guys, here, go ahead and let everybody know really quick if you wouldn't mind. Just send out the link or whatever it is. I will be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Make sure, guys, that you have your water, your pen and paper, everything that we normally do. Let's kick this week off right, guys. Let's do it. I'll be right back. So sorry about that. I'm here now. What is going on? What is going on, everybody? How is it going? Okay. All right, it is right on time. It is 11:11, guys. So, without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get things started off right. So, it is the start of the week, guys. So, go ahead and close your eyes right now and just listen to what I have to say. Just be a part of the moment, be a part of the vibration that we're all about to experience right now. I'm just taking in some meaningful deep breaths right now. I hope you would be doing the same. Hmm. Guys, thank you all so much for being here tonight, whether it's on the short notice or whether you're finding out or whether you found it a little bit out earlier, a little bit today. As you guys know, I wasn't here so much last week because of family issues. Well, those issues have seemed to pretty much have boiled back down. Um, and I'm ready to be back in and focus. I'm very, very sorry that I haven't been around. I just had to make sure I hadn't been able to, look at charts or anything like that. And this is actually one of my first times of actually being away from the charts this long, so it's going to be really refreshing. But guys, thank you so much for being here tonight, for helping co-create the experience that we're all about to have tonight. And as everybody comes into synchronicity with each other, even not just with tonight, but for the rest of the week and for for just moving forward in general, that everybody is still doing exactly what they need to be doing to get to that next level. And remember, if you're here, if you're trying to do something to improve your life in some way or another, that simply by improving your life is going to improve the overall collective of everybody else's experience, because the people you come into contact with are going to be affected by the positive vibration and the energy that you put off with everything that you do and say. And as that's transgressed into, your actions and and into your abilities with just the experiences that you share with other people, that it'll just end up being so much more powerful. So with that being said, guys, go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you so much. I missed you guys too so much, man. It was crazy, just to say the least, about all of this stuff that that I've had to, you know, go through. But it is okay because we're not here to talk about anything like that. Yes, my mom was in the hospital, and she is fine. Just to guys give you a little bit of an update, she is fine. She's been, still on the the drugs that they gave her, the pain, the pain medicine for the surgery and stuff. So she's been sleeping. Um, I'm also going to be getting her on alkalized water and this and that. But she did end up ultimately getting out of the hospital, but she can easily go back if she does not follow through with the stuff that she's supposed to be doing. So it's going to come down to her. But as far as, at least for right now, she should be doing okay. And also wanted to thank you, all of you guys, for helping, really giving, all of the vibration and the energy that you have sent out. I know that she felt it. I certainly felt it. And it really, really did mean a lot. But now we're ready. This is the start of a new week. We're ready to get back into things. I'm ready to get back into things. Like I was saying, this is one of my biggest hiatuses away from charts, just because of everything that's been going on. I just really wasn't in the mindset to trade. I wasn't in the right, correct, state of mind to look at charts and make, good buys decisions. And that's the thing that, as we talk on Sundays about mindset and everything that that you should be doing and following yourself up with that. When something like that happens, you want to really make sure that everything is taken care of, and that you're not having that worry behind you about, oh man, like this was going on and this was going on and this and that. And that's something that you're bringing onto the charts and all of that, and that's not what you want to do. You want to definitely make sure that you are just ironclad, iron grade precision when you're looking onto the market. So I'm very, very excited to be back, guys. It's been a really awesome, learning experience, with what is going on. Not awesome in that way, but that we've had the ability to do what we're doing, with my family and stuff, and make sure that she should be okay. So she should be okay, guys. So one thing that we're gonna be starting off with is the greatest salesman in the world, as we always do, and that would be the scroll. That would be the scroll marked 3, which would be the one until that we are on right now. Just that daily motivation, that continuation of everything that that you have to be doing, the affirmations. I'll get through it real quick. The scroll mark 3 is not long at all. So without a further ado, guys, let's kick this off the right way. I will persist until I succeed. In the Orient, young bulls are tested in the fight arena in a certain manner. Each is brought to the ring and allowed to attack a picador who pricks at them with the lance. The bravery of each bull is rated with care according to the number of times he demonstrates his willingness to charge in spite the sting of the blade. Henceforth will I recognize that each day I am tested by life in a like manner. If I persist, if I continue to try, if I continue to charge forward, I will succeed. I will persist until I succeed. I was not delivered unto this world in defeat, nor does failure course in my veins. I am not a sheep wanting to be prodded by my shepherd. I am a lion to be prodded. I'm a lion, and I refuse to talk, to walk, to sleep with the sheep. I will not hear those who weep and complain, for their disease is contagious. Let them join the sheep. The slaughterhouse of failure is not my destiny. I will persist until I succeed. The prizes of life are at the end of each journey, not near the beginning, and it is not given to me to know how many steps are necessary in order to reach my goal. Failure I may still encounter at the 1,000th step, yet success hides behind the next bend in the road. Never will I know how close it lies unless I turn the corner. Always will I take another step. If there is of no avail, I will take another, and yet another. In truth, one step at a time is not too difficult. I will persist until I succeed. Henceforth, I will consider each day's effort as but one blow of my blade against a mighty oak. The first blow may cause not a tremor in the wood, nor the second, nor the third. Each blow of itself may be trifling and seem of no consequence, yet from childish swipes the oak will eventually tumble. So it will be with my efforts of today. I would be likened to the raindrop which washes away with the mountain, the ant who devours a tiger, the star which brightens the earth, the slave who builds a pyramid. I will build a castle one brick at a time, for I know the small attempts repeated will complete any undertaking. I will persist until I succeed. I will never consider defeat, and I will remove from my vocabulary such words and phrases as quit, cannot, unable, impossible, out of the question, improbable, failure, unworkable, hopelessness, and retreat, for they are the words of fools. I will avoid despair, but if it is the disease of the mind should infect me, then I will work on in despair. I will toil and I will endure. I will ignore the obstacles at my feet and keep mine eyes closed on the goals above my head. For I know that where dry desert ends, green grass grows. I will persist until I succeed. I will remember the ancient law of averages, and I will bend it to my good. I will persist with knowledge that each failure to sell will increase my chance for success at the next attempt. Each and oh, each nay I hear will bring me closer to the sound of a yeah. Each frown I meet will only prepares me for the smile to come. Each misfortune I encounter will carry in it the seed of tomorrow's good luck. I must have the night to appreciate the day. I must fail often to succeed only once. I will persist until I succeed. I will try and try and try again. Each obstacle I will consider as a mere detour to my goal and a challenge to my profession. I will persist and develop my skills as the mariner develops his by learning to ride out the wrath of each storm. I will persist until I succeed. Henceforth I will learn and apply another secret of those who excel in my work. When each day is ended, not regarding whether it has been a success or a failure, I will attempt to achieve one more sail. When my thoughts beckon my tired body homeward, I will resist the temptation to depart. I will try again. I will make one more attempt to close with victory, and if that fails, I will make another. Never will I allow any day to end with a failure. Thus will I plant the seed of tomorrow's success and gain an insurmountable advantage over those who seize their labor at a prescribed time. When others cease their struggle, then mine will begin, and my harvest will be full. I will persist until I succeed, nor will I allow yesterday's success to lure me into today's complacency, for this is the great foundation of failure. I will forget the happenings of the day that is gone, whether they are good or bad, and greet the new sun with confidence that this will be the best day of my life. So long as there is breath in me, that long will I persist, for now I know one of the greatest principles of success. If I persist long enough, I will win. I will persist. I will win. The greatest salesman in the world, guys, Augmentino, big power, and really that one really has meant so much to me because if you just stay consistent with everything that you're doing, you're going to have the results that you want one way or another, just because the law of just repetition, that it's constantly happening, you're not going to be missing it. So if there's something going on with Forex or something that you're not understanding, remember to always continue to beat at your craft, and you will have what you want. That is really what I just want a little bit. That is really what you're looking for when it comes to that type of beating at your craft. Just making sure that everybody, or not everybody, that that you yourself is really just pursuing and just, I mean, honing in on the skill of whatever it is that we're talking about. In our case, it's Forex. Me and Jay said, what's up? What is good? All my boys down there, man. Houston. Love you guys so much, man. Good to see you. Checks Forex Factory, only red folders for the week, though. All right, so here we are. I'm already at the news right now. So Forex Factory, where we are at right now is that we are still in the holiday for Sunday. So after, this little bit of news came out, so guys, for this London session tonight and for this New York session, you're not going to have any of the banks of Japan opening up. So remember that as you're going through, because you already know that this is what we check. We're always going to make sure that we're checking the news to see what's going on. So Monday, going forward, this is what we're going to be running into. 4 a.m., just a little bit of news coming out, and then nothing happening until New York session, and then after that there's nothing happening until the Australian at 9:30 p.m. my time for the monetary policy meeting. But this is this is just a talk. This isn't going to be a forecast. There's nothing to project it to or anything. So we'll see what's going on. This is going to be a pretty good week. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got FOMC for this week that people should be able to trade. This is all going to be happening around, in the deeper part of New York session. So make sure that you are there and taking advantage of that news if you want to be able to trade news. So stay up with that. Pay attention to that. But we're not going to talk about that. That's going to be on Wednesday. Just for today, this is not going to be really a news day, and that's really That's okay. I mean, I like news, but it's okay to have on a normal, quote unquote, normal day in forex. But we shall see. So that's going to be the news. Like, yes, we've got some very very big news statements, but we'll get to that closer coming to the week. All right, so guys, we're gonna hop right into it, and what I want to what we're gonna be looking at. Uh, I don't know if that lighting, because why'd you do that? Bias on AU. All right, Alan. We would. Okay, we can start with AU. That's fine. Okay, so AU. This is what we are going off at. But it's still doing all the crashing. This continues to crash. I'm gonna open it up in Firefox because I'm just not doing it this week. But all right, so already been looking at a little bit of AU, like a little bit of what we got going on. So of course, how I like to do it. Let's go ahead and hop out to the daily, see what we got going on. As you can see, we're looking at a little bit more of a downtrend. Generally on AU, as it's been doing that for a while. For the daily, but this is just the true trend of things. Make sure that you understand that the trend is your friend when you are trading. But if you are going to trade against it, then that's absolutely okay. But just be aware that you're trading against the true trend of things. Which in AU's particular case, it's going to be down. So as you can see on the daily, let me see. Let me what you can be seeing here is, hold on one second. All right, I'm sorry about that. Down. Okay, so 4 hour. Let me see if we're going to be getting any kind of a little bit of a different story, or not really necessarily a different story, but what are we seeing here? So let's see what we got going on. After we already had break this low, what I have written out right here is this daily zone, but it's not really, that's probably going to be a little bit, you know, more concise to what I would normally have it going at. With the market open on AU, yep, there was just a very, very tiny little gap. Closed it almost immediately. Not really, crazy at all. We've had pure bearish or bullish movement ever since this pair has opened up, ever since the market has opened up. AU has been going up, and EA has been going down. It's it's kind of just in a consolidation phase right now. So first and foremost, one of the relative high and the relative low that we're going to be looking at. So, oh, this is okay. So AU. So on that low, 0.74428, and then for the high that I'm going to be looking at right now, going to be looking at 0.75698. Okay. And I'm just looking at, the most relevant, the most recent high and low, because I'm just trying to figure out like a good range of where things could theoretically be heading to. I'm also kind of just speaking on Ben. I'm glad. Thank you. So good to see you, brother. Thank you so much for your prayers and your good thoughts for over this couple past week. But I am here. I am ready to get back into things. I am here now, and I'm happy to be back. So right now we're just checking out AU. All right. So like I said, continuing on, not really anything that we're looking for on that right now. Just looking at the relative high and the relative low. Good to know. Good to know. So what are we looking for now? What would be the next round of things that we would be looking at? Let me go ahead and just delete this. real quick, these lines right here. Okay. All right, and right now I'm just identifying a couple of phases, or I'm sorry, a little bit of just supply and demand areas. As I mean, I already could already have told, this is already starting to hit a little area right here. Definitely got a little bit of something going on right there. Let me see. Good little fib. Liking the fib, just kind of in an area right now, not looking for any in one particular thing. Lot of bullish movement all ready to open up the week for AU, which is also, a pretty good indication one way or another. It's going to have to retest. So some very obvious ones off my chart. What I'm going to be looking at is 0.75109. This is an area of interest, 0.75109 for a point of interest. That's going to be my 0.236. That's going to be another level, another tapping level that it might theoretically come back down and retest at. But doesn't necessarily mean that it has to. But I would like to see it if it's actually going to be making that move back down to that area. Right now, it's just kind of staying up with where it's at. So we're going to let that play out. We're going to obviously see this with the, moving forward with London tonight and see how volatile things will actually be getting. I think Ben just sent me. Yeah, let's see what Ben. All right. So, oh, no. So this is for GJ. All right. So we'll check this out in just a second after we're done with AU. Okay, and so another little thing that we can be doing here. So from this low, so we've got 1, 2. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you could honestly say you can, or if you wanted to be a little bit more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's kind of like the bigger trend that I'm thinking about, because whenever you're looking at a market that's moving left to right like this, remember it is a range market, and the market is not moving up or down. It's just moving left to right, bouncing up and down off of price levels. As you guys know, that's one of my favorite ways of looking at the market. If it's going to either break, continue direction, whatever it might do. But I would like to see, just a small retracement off of AU, off of a price level, but then it continue to head up. I mean, it's what I can definitely see, just based off looking at it. Oh, shit. Okay, so my little zone that I just draw out. But I could also see even the reverse M or a W, but just like a bigger head and shoulders kind of thing that we've got forming on right here. So this is kind of like what I would be seeing if it was going to come back up here and test to the 0.382. That is about 21 pips up to where it is from right now, 0.755350, which is going to be another relevant place. I'm going to go ahead and write that down. Writing down relevant prices that we're looking at we're looking at relevant price places that another one for me is going to be 7555553, because that is my 0.382. But if it was going to actually continue to make that move, we'll see. Or if it's going to make that little tap back down to this area right here, and then continue to head up and continue with that movement, because I think that that it should. I'd like to see this continue the trend that it's kind of going at, but we're gonna have to see a little bit of a retest. We're gonna have to see a little bit of a movement to the other side just to balance out one way or the other. It's just going to go bullish for just a little while. And remember that the true trend on AU is on the daily. So if we're going to be buying AU, remember that we are going against the trend. So that is okay. Just make sure that you know that you're doing it. Make sure that you're aware that that is a um that is a that the trend is something that you either still want to be your friend even though you're trading against it. You just understand that you're not going to be in that trade forever. One way or another, you're going to have to exit that trade before the move continues happening. The move continues to happen with the overall trend of things. Yes, you can catch on a bearish market. Yes, you can catch the bullish movements or vice versa, but just make sure that you capitalize on it in the opportunity, in the lifetime of the opportunity, and not, trying to take advantage of it the whole way. It's not what's gonna get you to that next level. And yeah, I'll get to GJ in just a second. But AU, Jordan, are you looking for the odd to continue to rise? You want it to continue to, you want that to continue to go down?
I mean, I'm looking for the reversal right now, but mine's down here.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a continuation down, yeah. So exactly. Pretty much pointing into that direction, fulfilling this bigger movement, this bigger swing of things. All right. So AU looking good. I'm really, they've been. I've got people right next to me that have been. Or what are you still trading EA right now? You're trading EA right now, yeah. So they're trading Euro odd. We're just looking at odd USD. Euro odd's going to be doing, honestly, the exact opposite of what AU is doing. That's just the mirror pair, an identical mirror pair. Uh, that would be worth looking at right now. So, well, actually, we'll go ahead and jump to GJ. So I'll leave AU up and everything. So before we'll go ahead and check out Ben's here really fast as well. We got his fib levels pointed up. Looking for the overall trend of an upside movement for G, and with the downside or with the compromise of the yen, and continuing to head up and bounce off the 0.618 that it's at right now. It's already under the moving average, and this is under the 4-hour, and you've got a 50 and a 200. So that you got a 200 moving average that it already broke. Oh, it didn't break. It respected it and then just got away from it immediately. Came tapping down. That can also be, once again, just another head and shoulders kind of thing that's going on. But remember, let's go ahead and check this out really quick as well. Remember, guys, you can go to my FX book on the community and then go to Outlook, which is right here. And then you can start to see like where I wouldn't say all of the people that are in the markets, but at least this is one of those places that you can go to and see, okay, so for G to J, for example, right now, we've got 4,000 positions on the buy side, and we've got 2,200 positions on the sell side for G to J right now. So this is, that's really critical information to understand, because due to your sentimental analysis, what are we actually seeing in terms of like what makes more sense for the market makers to make their money, make their cut? Because remember, Forex is a business. Forex is where they're going to come and try to take money out of the people who are impatient and put it into the patient people's pocket. We all know this, and if you don't, now you do. But we already know all this, so just make sure that you're always keeping aware. So we've got way more people on the buy position, almost double. So G2J, let's give it a look. Let's check it out. All right. So, very, off the bat, guys, yes, you can definitely see that we've had a lot of a little bit of that drawdown happening right now. I can also see let me Yeah, see, that's literally off of the 618. That's off exactly what you have right there, Ben. I really like that as well. You've definitely got the bias of people with you. You've got, there's a lot more people on the buy side of GJ right now, respecting off of that level. And I can also see what you were doing right here with BAM, with that blue line, with your blue trend lines, like 1, 2, 3, continuing with the Elliott wave target that you have up here to continue with the 3 levels of rise. G2J also can see that, we can also definitely even identify the phases that we've got going on right now, that this would definitely be a phase, and that we are definitely in another phase right now. And so what would be the relevant highs and the relevant lows for G2J? And I'm going to go ahead and write mine down, if I can find my pen. I always lose my pins. Oh, here it is. Okay. What is good, Lucas? Just trying to identify Elliott wave formation to know that the 2 to wave 3 reverses between 50 to 61.8, 75% of the time. So keeping my eyes on that. I absolutely been. Absolutely. Looking for the direction shift. 134891 on GJ. And remember, guys, the yen is closed right now. So we could even also see bullish movement because, when Great Britain opens up, that we can probably start to see movement. Remember, the yen is closed. The yen has essentially no defense right now. So the high would be 134857. All right. And then the low is going to be about where it opened up yet. Just the relevant low that we've got. And that would be 132713. So that would be the relevant low and high of, just based off what has happened. So when you're looking for that, you guys know how I like to do my phase trading. This is also the 618 line, 132722. 132722. It's still this pretty much the same thing, that we're getting a rejection off of that. So if we're gonna see a test back down to it, it's about 29 pips up away from it. But if that is, I'm definitely going to be looking for the same thing you are been looking for, that opportunity to get in, because remember, the yens are closed today. They have no defense right now, essentially. And I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying that right now, when London opens up and Great Britain's going to have their opportunity to get into what they want to, this is going to be very, very crucial to see where this is going to be heading off to, because you're only going to have one side of that currency pushing everything up that it needs to be at. And also, with the same thing with what you were doing, then looking for the next wave of the next push up, big enough movement up, little retracement down, bouncing perfectly off of what we've got marked up as the 0.618, and then rejecting and just sending right off into the into that bullish direction. So, whether we're gonna see this happening, and then whether it's going to continue to range like this, we might also see that as well. But one way or another, we're going to have to break this high. And this is also another relevant high that I want you guys to write, because due to if it's going to continue to rise and break out of that area, having maybe necessarily a buy stop right here, a give or take at any of these ranges, like 137.4, 137.4, that level would just mean that it's going to go ahead and continue with the trend up, and it's going to have to make higher highs than this last previous high. So it's going to have to be doing like kind of like what this is, making highs up here somewhere to continue to consolidate, and then what was resistance right here would end up, obviously then becoming support as it comes back down and tests that area, and then off we go to a next higher high to finish off if this is the Elliott wave. This is the Elliott wave. This will be the start of a 1,000 pip movement. Yes, exactly, Ben, because this is going to be very, very nice. I can see it. I see exactly what you're talking about, Ben. G to J is, it's looking like it's forming like a very, very nice selection of opportunity available to it. I really like it. Okay, so I've got my lows, my highs, looking for that bullish movement on G2J. Give me 1 second here. Okay. Okay. Man, it's so nice to be back, guys. Ah. Bum 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 bum. I haven't, and also on G2J. Let me go ahead and put my 200 on. Yeah, so it's also got the moving average that's basing off of coming back up to the 0.382. So yeah, guys, maybe even a retest back at that area. That would make sense. Like even having a tap back down or up to this area. Maybe that even comes back up to the high. Getting a little bit of that channel trend shading. And then even what you could see is a little bit of a push down to make a little bit of a lower low, and then it's just straight off to the upside. But I'm definitely on that side as well, Ben, that G to J can be looking at that kind of movement. It just makes sense. That's what really remember. And also remember that you've got more than half of the people focused on one side of that GJ. So remember to play in the patience. And I'm sure me and you are going to end up on another webinar later tonight anyways. But uh, you know, for anybody else, remember to have your key patience. Remember to let it play out. Let the market come to you. Do not chase it. All right, so that would be G2J. So we are good on G2J. And if anybody has any other charts that they want to send, you're be more than welcome to send. By the way, guys, I just want to pause for a second. What is it that you guys went over this weekend? I still was able to get through a little bit more, some personal development, went through more of the straight line persuasion. I also started, the book F Feelings. That book is really, really awesome. I really highly recommend that read. Um, not too much more for me on the weekend wise of personal development or some type of new understanding or some new type of learning. But I'm just curious, did you guys look at any Forex training? Did you get through anything? Did you study Elliott wave theory? Did you understand something about channel or trend trading, swinging or scalping? Or did you watch, something? Steve Greger's webinar on Friday was so good. Oh, I've been waiting to read F Feelings. Yes, yeah. I'm really, really recommending the book. It's, as far as I'm into it right now, it's really, really good. I think it actually would apply to trading too, because it just kind of, F feelings when you're trading. You don't need feelings when you're trading. Can I please have one? I won. Oh, I should not. I watched the advanced video on IML Academy. What's good? Yes, see. How was it? What did you get? What is there something that you learned on it? Low key, Chris Terry might be writing a book. I don't know. Low key. We'll see. You study divergence in trend trading, Michael. That's what's up. Guys, I love seeing that. It's just nice to see what other people are studying. I just, I'm just curious, guys. I think that's another powerful thing that we can always share with each other. Not just biases or opinions on the market, but just kind of like what everybody else has been doing. I really like them. I really want to get into Elliott waves. Me too. Me too as well. Trying to understand Elliott wave theory, just the three levels of Elliott waves is just another way of, the phase trading that I do. It's just systematically done a little bit different, but three levels of raise or three levels of rise and three levels of fall. Very much so love it. Very, very much so. I appreciate that theory and have, really trying to utilize it and put it into my trading style as well. So we're definitely all going to be students to that. But anyways, guys, we're going to move on. So that's going to be G to J. Like I said, we're looking for that bullish movement. All right. I wanted to, give a shout out to AJ really quick as well. And I was looking at it when it was already up there. So it's about 10 pips down from where it was, where I was looking at that movement. Hold on. Okay. 1 second. Jordan, did you send me a chart? All right, so we're going to go ahead and check out Jordan's. Whatever Jordan sent me. All right. Oh, okay. This is on Euro Odd. I wanted to talk about Euro Odd as well. So he's looking for the buy down here, looking for the sell up there. So he's kind of doing a little bit of phase trading, or not phase trading. I'm sorry, but supply and demand trading, letting the market come to him. He's got a bunch of numbers all over the place, but looking for the buy at about like 1.48 on the dot. Pretty much looking for the buy right around there, and then the sell at the 1.49550 ish range. Looking for the range of things to continue into that direction. So if I say that AU is going to continue to maintain bullish movement, that Euro, ooh, excuse me, and that Euro Odd would continue to maintain bearish movement, but with with a pretty strong retracement to one side or the other. So if we're going to be looking for that sell, and that's where I would say that he would be looking for the sell, if it's going to continue to complete that head and shoulders, like guys, you can see that head and shoulders already being formed. Yes, it did break that level of support, but it doesn't always have to be pretty. It doesn't always have to be perfect. So that's what we're just looking for, the little bit of a trend change. You can also see on Euro Odd. Somebody's calling me. Oh, hey, it's on that. Here, get off Facebook on that computer. Wait. Yeah, it had to have been on there, wasn't it? Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm not getting a call. Sorry about that. Okay. So, you can also see on Euro Odd what Jordan is looking at right here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up Euro Odd really quick. What? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's already definitely starting to continue that. Looking at Euro Odd right now. And he's looking at 1.48059, 1.480. So that would be right there. No, wait, no, that can't be right. What are all of these green lines for? You have so many numbers. All of these lines.
Oh, that's every time it's area in the daytime
Oh, it's a lot. All right, so it just looks like Euro odd is already looking like it's done with that bullish or with that bearish movement. That it might go bullish for a little while, as what AU would continue to move down for just a little bit, respecting against it, and then continuing into that direction. But we'll let it play out as it ends up going out as well. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing with Euro odd, with whether it's going to continue to do this, or is it going to continue to make that higher high and then continue the direction down. So we'll see what ends up happening. By the way, what is this? Yeah, it's about 169 pips. Looking at the daily as well for Euro odd, it's been, in a huge channel for a good while. Not that it has like a particular direction, but the bias is, or the true trend of Euro odd is down. The Aussie is getting stronger, not that it's getting like severely stronger. It's just they've been fighting for so long, but the market is moving left to right on the daily in a huge channel right now. All right, get back to the hour. Let me get rid of this stuff. I have a lot of stuff on here, random stuff. Okay, and we can leave all of these other relevance. But looking, just giving a little bit of giving it a little bit of looks here. What is my fib drawn on? Yeah, I don't want this fib. All right, so let's redo our fib. Let's go to the hour and let's get to some relevance. And we'll start here. All right. We rise and fall. Oh my goodness. Okay, so moving average. Go ahead and just put it all back on really quick. Sorry, you already got to know it's got to troll me some way or another. All right. That would be that. Go ahead and draw the fib back out. Oh, I'm on the 15-minute. Don't want to do that on the 15 minutes. Still the same thing though. So, guys, yes, it is under the 0.5 right now. That it did actually, manage to make it under that. It did manage to make it under the 200 moving average as well, but that certainly does not mean that it can't just come right back to it, respect it, and continue to head off. There's a little bit of price range where that has been happening. 1.48988. This is on Euro odd. Okay, so let me go ahead and do the low and the high. So the low to be worried about, 1.457. 1.45758, and then the high that obviously we want to be looking at is 1.509. 50984. So pay attention to that as well. And a level that I'm really looking at right now that really would make sense is my 0.382 retracement line, to see if it's going to come back up there and respect that. That moving average might also make it back up into that range too. Looking at it on the 30-minute, yeah, it's under it completely. So it's got a little bit of work that it can do to catch up with it. So we'll see. Oscar, yes. Thank you so much for the, for the prayers and thoughts, Oscar. I really do appreciate it. She should be fine if she continues doing everything that she should be doing. The Aussie team is getting stronger. What do I think of AU? I was saying that it was going to continue with its bullish movement, but with probably a little bit of a, of a downside move, of a downside push. If it was going to, if it's going to have to, it very well might, but I would like to see the continuation of the trend. Now, the true trend of AU is down, but I still would like to go with the bullish movement for a little while. And Ben, what do you mean the Aussie team is getting stronger? What do you mean? Because of course you guys are getting stronger. Y'all are amazing. All right, so that would be Euro odd, and you're wanting Euro odd to continue to head down, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for the buy here.
But then would you get out of that buy because you think that it's going to hit that retracement level and then continue with the trend up? Because guys, you can also do this as well. 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, and now you have the direction shift. Now we're at 1. Okay, so let me go ahead and just draw it up for you. So I know that my little green line is the same as my trend line color, but this is the trend line that I'm speaking of. So you've got one exactly what this zigzag line is, and now here we are with a pretty certain spot of sorry, my blue light filter came back on. I'll disable it again. Okay, so as that came down, uh, now we're going to be looking for a little bit of that movement happening. If it's going to continue to head down, it most certainly could do that. Maybe retest at the 618, but then have that that next level of movement up, just to continue also with the three waves with Elliott wave theory, all of that. Oh, you said the Aussie is getting stronger. Referring to, I was just having a joke. Yeah. Yes, dude, if you guys were controlling the Aussie dollar, bro, that would be awesome. Kennedy, good to see you. Yes, brother, I am so happy to be back. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your thoughts. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, but then, yes, you and Thor, I know you're probably next to that. You're next to him right now. But all right, so EA guys, looking for a good little level, 1.48988, or yeah, that's the 1.45. Yep, and that's gonna be where I'm gonna be looking for that. Also, that sell to come back in, and that's where Jordan also is looking at on EA as well. Right there in that area as well. 1.48411 is kind of like where he's got it identified as. So we'll see as that plays out, and then also down there to the buy, to the buy side, he's got this looking coming down to like my point. What price level is that?
618.
No, not the fib level, bro. The price level. Yeah, what is that? 1 point what? 477. Yeah, so that's my 618 as well. That I've got 1.47755. So that's going to be a really interesting place to watch to see if we're going to get Euro odd to respect down just a little bit more. So we'll see how that continues to to continue its move out of this little spot that it's in right now, and then continue with its move up. So or I'm sorry, to continue its move down with just a small, retracement up and then down. So I like it. I like the head and shoulders formation that it's kind of forming here a little bit. We're gonna get some key, indicator reversal candlesticks as well. I'm sure with London coming out. So we're just speculating on what can happen right now, or what we think is gonna be happening right now, because right now the market is kind of dead. It's not really moving so much right now. Sunday, you already know how this kind of goes, so that would be good. The Euro odd, let me go ahead and write that down. What I was point four, 1.47755 is the area that I'm going to be looking at. All right, so that would be Euro odd. Any pairs that you guys want to look at? Here, I'll let you guys choose the next pair. It's been weird, guys, like being not looking at the charts because of course, as you know, everything that was going on, but it sure is nice to, be back into it and everything, and be here again, just make it a normal, just a normal day of being back together, being back in classroom. Very, very awesome. Very, very just, man, I wish I didn't have to, I wish I wouldn't have had to step away from it. Oh, okay. You can. Sure, why not? Let's check it out. All right, you see. First and foremost, let's go ahead and check how many people before I even look at the chart. Let's see. All right, so we've got 15% of traders trading it. You've got 9,000 people shorting it, and you've got 4,000 people buying it, or positions. I'm not going to say people. I'm going to say you've got 9,000 positions one way and 4,000 positions on the buy. A lot. That's a lot of, you've got a heavy bias to one side. So now as we're going to look at USD CAD now, go ahead and get rid of that kind of stuff that we got looking at right here, whatever it is. Okay. USD CAD. All right, let me give it some looks here. Let me see where it puts its trend at, and of course you crash. Why wouldn't you? Gotta redo it all again. Of course, of course, of course. Okay. Look at that. That's sure is commanding that 200 MA. Okay, so this is what we got going on right now. Ever since this has opened up, we've had US come down on this immediately, as in the CAD is gaining its strength right now. Definitely can see a little bit of a phase happening right here. Very, very simple to see that we've got a price level right here where it's respecting and where it could theoretically continue to be going. So, of course, guys, we're always going to be... Oh, my goodness. Oh, stop, please. All right, I'm going to close AU and GJ and do all of this again because I just love doing it again. It's so much fun. Like, who wants to actually make progress, right? Let's just redo everything we've done. There's that. Moving average. Okay. Okay, so 200. Good. Okay. Oh, that's what I was trying to add on. Okay, so now I've got the zigzags on. I'm back on the hour. All right, please don't crash without saving again, please. Okay, now I got it saved. So now that we can be looking at this in a little bit of a higher light, like I said, on UC, definitely got a little bit of a price zone happening right here. Already looking at a couple levels of rise. Of course, this is what we are trying to get to. Awesome. It did not screw me out of it this time. gonna go ahead and draw a moving out or some Fibonacci. It's not gonna be so helpful right now, except for the fact that this 0.236 is also, oh my goodness, that this is going to be the 0.236 that it could theoretically be respecting. And as it has been doing it has been doing it pretty well up until this point. Definitely like this little area that we've got going on right now. So first and foremost, your relative high 1.32500, and then your relative low, which would be right at about 1.31406, or my Fibonacci, which would be 1.31493. Not really that much of a difference, but still. You see also, looking with that bullish movement that it's been having for a while, that I would like to probably, if we're going to see the continuation of that bullish movement happening, what do you guys think is going to be happening? Do you think that this is going to be the continuation of this trend? Are we not done with the upside movement for UC? We head out to the 4-hour, and then what do we got? I can see that it can probably theoretically be making higher highs because it has been channeling for so long. Okay, so it all went away again, but we can go ahead and, obviously identify out some supply and demand phases, or some supply and demand zones, excuse me. And okay, so we've got that one right there. Can go ahead and do one of these relative highs right here. Bring that into play as well. Oh, it feels so good to be looking at charts again. Oh my goodness. Awesome. I'm liking the looks. I'm liking the looks so far. All right, save. So I don't have to do that again. Go ahead and bring our fib up. We already know what the fib looks like, but there we go, just so it's there, and I can save it before it crashes again, because it's probably going to. We've got more people. Remember, guys, that what are we looking at right here? We've got more people that are trying to short USD CAD. Do you think that it's going to break? They think it's going to break and continue heading off into that trend, and it very, very well might. If it's going to continue to head down, though, however, I would be looking to see where that it's going to actually catch its first an initial level of support. But then once again, you can also see a little bit of the of a head and shoulders forming. You got your shoulder right here, the head forming right here, and then what you would be looking for is that downside push like that with an upside push, and then the continuation of the trend, which would be, heading down, which would be bearish on it, which is the, obviously to the bias of what more people are doing. More people are all looking at the exact same way. Looking into that, into that exact same way, maybe coming down to the moving average would really make sense. That's kind of pretty much like where it's at right now. So another relative price level that I would be looking at on UCAD as well is 1.30289. Let me adjust my fibs so it's not like, ridiculously out of place. Okay, yeah, so this is also the 0.5 range. My 0.5 is 1.303. 1.3036 for my 0.5 that we could be looking at for UCAD to theoretically to be coming down to and retesting at that level, because it's probably going to break through that support. The dollar might start getting hurt a little bit, and CAD might start getting a little bit stronger, as it's been doing since market open. If you are also trading USD CAD, by the way, one thing that you should always be looking at, well, it's not even just with UCAD, but checking the dollar index. So if you guys haven't checked the dollar index today, here it is. And the dollar index kind of opened up into the same exact spot that it's at right now. But this is another thing to keep your eyes on. As the market has been open, it has already made, some very, very good downside, pushes, downside movement for it. And that's exactly what you're seeing with the response to USD CAD, the market coming right back down. So follow the dollar index while you're trading that pair, or any pair that involves a dollar. Holy snap. USD, I know. Okay, so I just refreshed and I see all of y'all's comments. I didn't see any of that. On fire, you can do it. My heart says it's going down, but my brain says it's gonna still continue to head up. All right. Well, Yessie, one way or another, this is still going to be a channel that all of this is respected in right now. That this could be just another continuation of um of that upside movement, that because it could certainly be doing that without a doubt, that it's just going to come back down and tap this level and then break through this zone and start to create higher highs. Like right now, it very much so respected this little level. It respected this level, which is also support, excuse me, resistance that was met right here. And as it's already come back, so it respected it very well, and it's coming back down. But one way or another, it is going to come back up there and retest that high, Yessie. So I can definitely see what you're saying. And we'll see as that continues to head out into London, if we're going to see that the dollar is going to start to get a little bit stronger. So that's what I'm saying. Also check the dollar index as well. Pay attention to the dollar index and see if it's going to change your bias in any way. Make sure that you're staying up with it, seeing what it's doing right now. Like I said, the market's going a little bit stagnant right now. This isn't going to be one of the hottest times in the market to be watching. This is just going to be good for projections and to seeing where you think that this might be going. So that's going to be good. So USD CAD, I'd like to see it do this. I would like to see maybe another tap down to this price level. If it doesn't, that's fine. If it continues to head up from this point forward and retest this high, that's also fine as well. But one way or another, I would like to probably see it come back down and retest this 0.5. If it's going to just continue to come down, maybe even retest at the 0.382 from where it is, because this is also level, a little bit of level of support / resistance where it gets met at. So it's got to break through where it's at right now, the level of areas that it's respecting. And if it doesn't, then it's going to probably start to continue to head up and continue in this channel and not break and continue with the head and shoulders, that it's actually just going to continue with levels of rise. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now you have a little bit of consolidation, and now we start again. 1, 2, and then exactly like you said, Yessie, that we might see it bounce off of this area and just start to continue to head up from this point forward. That the dollar index might start to, in fact, turn around and start to head up in that direction, which would obviously drive USD CAD to go up as well. So we're going to continue to watch that. Make sure that you're paying attention to USD CAD tonight. So, real quick, the relative low right now that we could be looking at is 1.31302, or just say 00. Another one would be 1.3086. And then the one that I'm really projecting and shooting at, where the moving average is, where a lot of my confluence is leveling out to, is 1.3036. So that is going to be my level. And then, of course, the relative high, we're looking at, 1.325. 1.325. So that's the area that I'm going to be looking up for USD CAD. And I didn't write any of that down. I don't know why. So 1.30360, and then the high would be 1.32. 1.3250. 1.32500. All right, so of course, Yessie, thank you. Thank you for, oh my god, Yessie, thank you. Just thank you. I don't even have to explain why. Just thank you. All right. So those are some pretty good. Okay, yeah. So it's 12:21, guys. So, oh, Darren, you message. Oh, Darren's in here right now. It's thank you so much for being here, brother. Hop Club in the house, doing everything out there. Guys, I'm just happy to be back. So, guys, we got enough biases sent out, so we can stop looking at some projections on the market and just kind of bring it back in a little bit, and just discuss kind of like what we discussed on the greatest salesman in the world, as it really really applies to me on what has been going on, just with this last week, that it just really has gone to show me that uh that we do end up having a lot of not distractions, but things that we have to take care of before that we need to start looking at charts and doing that kind of thing. So as long as that you were beating at the craft every single day, developing projections, holding yourself accountable, having your accountability partner hold you accountable as well, and then looking for the outcome, the ultimate outcome of where stuff like might actually be going to, and adjusting your system and your rules as needed and all of that. And that was the other thing that I was going to try to lead into as well, was guys, I hope that everybody is still following up with their trading journal, still following up with their plan of action of what they want to do, what they are looking for in the charts, like your pip goal, your when are you going to get out, what pairs are you continuing to trade, what time, who is your accountability partner, why, what value is brought to each other. Just making sure that you're treating this like a business, not just like a hobby. That's something that that it's just like you're just looking at charts and you don't know trades. Good to see you, brother. I'll see you real soon, bro. And yes, I'm glad to be back as well. But guys, continuing forward, no matter what distractions are in your way, make sure that you handle the distractions. Don't bring them onto the charts. Don't do anything like that. Just be aware. Be honestly very aware of what's going on, and continuing to push forward with all of the education and all of the community and the outreach and the network and the support that you guys have, and following up with yourself, guys. I mean, it's so critical. It's so critical to make sure that everything is taken care of, and really just out of the way, so you have the right state of mind to compose yourself to get into the charts the way that you need to. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and get things wrapped up, because we all got stuff that we got to do tonight. And we've got out some pretty good biases. I'm so happy to be back, guys. I just can't even tell you. It's just so good to not be at a hospital, or not be where I'm not supposed to be. Be right here in class where I need to be with you guys, and it's just awesome. So with that being said, guys, put everything down. Put the pins down. Put your phone back down. Get off the social media for a second. And let's just take some breaths together. Let's get into that synchronicity right now. Guys, I want to thank every single individual that is here tonight for helping co-create this experience, for putting up with my absence no matter what the reason is. Just thank you for being back. Thank you for, showing back up to class today. And I know that everybody else that is always here very much so appreciates it as well. I know that we all had to take a little bit of a break because I wasn't here, but that is okay, because sometimes things happen, and that is absolutely okay as long as we can persevere through it. That it's not going to slow us down necessarily, and that we're going to continue to head on. And as we do that, we're doing that right now by co-creating the experience that we had tonight, sharing biases, sharing ideas, just being together. Even the simple fact that we are all breathing together right now, no matter where you are in the planet, we are literally, you're probably milliseconds off from each other right now. That is power to me, guys. I really, really do love the fact that I can feel that vibration right now. I can sense the energy that everybody is manifesting in to the universe right now. It doesn't matter if we're this far or that far away from each other at all, as long as you are open and aware that that vibration and the energy is getting transmitted. And I certainly did believe that even last week, with the universe truly testing me and my family on our ability to adapt and our ability to handle the situations that we get presented to. So guys, as we continue to head forward with this week, manifest the things that you were wanting out of this week. You will persist until you succeed, because that's just the way it is. That is just the way that we have to really, really formulate and calculate and perpetuate the idea and the frequencies that we want to shift to, no matter if that is success in Forex, or that is success in your business, or your personal life, or your family life, or your love life, whatever it is. You guys are going to continue to move forward. You're going to continue to do your breathing. And even for tonight, guys, make sure that you are ready to push forward. You're ready to get through that breaking point. You're going to take a risk. You're going to take the challenge and the opportunity that's going to be presented to you. And if you're wrong, that is absolutely a-okay, because you are going to persist until you succeed, just like the affirmations that we read tonight. So with that being said, guys, namaste. Open your eyes. Thank you all so much for being here tonight on the Sunday night in the class. It has been so much, Lucia. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for putting up with me. So sorry, guys. We are back. And if you wouldn't mind just taking a screenshot and putting it on social media as well, so everybody else can get a part of the community as well. And with that being said, guys, we will be back. I will be back tomorrow at 11. My time, same time, same place, guys. So love you all so much, and I will see y'all tonight on the London session. Well, I mean, not the London session, but, we're going to be around, guys. I'll be around. If you have anything that you want to ask me, just send me a message on Facebook. Namaste, family. Love y'all all so much. It's good to be back. It's so good to be back. All right, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow.